Okay, this is a quick video on how to change a 2014 Buick Encore oil. I've already tackled the underneath bolts, the main drain plug. Show you here. You can here's the main drain plug. It's only a 10 millimeter. They eventually strip out. So that's when you have to get one of these little kits from IRWIN, and make sure you get one that has the 10 millimeter size. You tap that on to the end of here and it will come right out, and you know that's from the tool. It was smooth rounded so you can tell it really digs in there. That's no channel locks, you don't want to mess with them. Here's the old filter, and here we have our new filter. I always buy the GM. Why not? They're much better than some of the other brands out there. Many of the other brands for the same cost. And here's the cap for the oil filter. And so it comes with a new ring. So this one's a blue ring, the old one was a black ring. So how you get that off? The easy way is you'll notice there's a little slot right here. Take a little screwdriver, and I don't know if you can see that little slot there. Take a little flat-headed screwdriver and pop that right up. You can attempt to get it with your fingers and roll it off, but it's much easier with the screwdriver. Putting it back on is just rolling it back on, no problem. So the next thing is to do, so how this filter fits is it'll be just like that, and it'll fall back into place. We'll want to put make sure this O-ring has a little bit of oil on it. You really should use fresh oil, but I don't have any right now. Let's just keep, you know, the ring from sticking when you for your next oil change. So what I like to do, some people like to put the filter in and put it in there. I like to put the filter in first. So there, down there. And that way we know it's seated in out of the way. With the cap on, you can't see if it's seated out of the way or if you're just crushing it. And then we can go grab our cap here. And all right, my hand's in the way. I just want to make sure we that you don't cross thread it. Hold on, I need two hands. Give me 1 second. Okay, we're back. Now I was able to get started. I always like to make sure we get that started. So these cars are actually one of my funner ones to do. They're much easier than some of the than the Equinox. They're actually kind of easier than the V8s, in my opinion. It's much less messier, and the drain plug bolt goes straight down instead of most of the V8s will shoot out at an angle, will be angled. So you have to kind of play the guessing game of how far your oil is going to shoot out when you take off the bolt. So sometimes, you know, you have to do a little cleanup after. But this oil comes straight down. So this is a 15/16. What I have is the old wobbly. It's easier to do lots of extensions and you can do the wobbly, or you can do the ratchet style that has the head that turns. So that's back on. And I won't always go three-quarter. And we want to make sure we go spinning the right way. And we'll just take our time here. And we're almost there. So the same with the drain plug. You don't have to get them real tight. They will automatically snug back up on their own. We'll just shake that off there. There's I can't even get this monster in here. Heck yeah. So now, that looks beautiful. Of course, we have our drain plug here. You always want to open that up. It makes the oil come out much faster. Or it's like, you know, dumping oil out of a bottle of no air, where it's gasp for air and then go and keep gulping. And the same, you know, when you're doing when you have the drain plug off, keep it off. Once you take off this filter up here, when you take out this filter, you'll get a whole bunch more oil that drains out of it. So yeah, you know, the goal is just get all the oil out of this thing as much as you can. So we usually go with the for this is a little turbocharged, so we'll go full synthetic Dexos Gen 2. So this isn't Pennzoil's finest, top of the grade. They do have the more expensive, but it's very hard to find for some reason. I've always been a Pennzoil fan after experimenting on my own with different ones, and Pennzoil has always worked great for me. So yeah, I'm gonna fill this back up. I believe this is 4.5 quarts. So we should have a little bit left over. So yeah, normally and the filter for this one is PF2257G. Now there is another style out there that you have to watch out for. I believe this one's called the Hastings, and it does say what kind it is on the cap. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get that on there, but for some reason they made two different ones. I haven't found another car with a different style yet, so they must have had a little change of heart. So yeah, these are great little tools for extracting these dumb huge bolts with a 10mm. I knew I was gonna, last time I changed the oil was not too long ago. This gets a lot of my driven, and I came close to, and I just got enough to get it off and snug back on, and knew I was gonna be needing to replace this. I was able to find this in stock at shoot, I forget what the place is called. Advanced Auto. All the other places, or O'Reilly's, the dealer, they all had to order it. That was the only place that had these in stock. So don't count on people having this in stock for some reason. You think it's kind of a common thing. But anyways, I'm going to fill this thing back with oil, get it off the ramps, and get it out of here. Hope that helps anybody. Hit subscribe. Thanks. Bye-bye.